Hi and good morning to everyone. So, welcome to the third part or third session of waveguide. So, in the previous session, we have discussed about the EM spectrum band wave equation and we found Ex, Ey, Hx and Hy in terms of Ez and Hz. So, in this session, we are going to do the derivation part for TM mode and TE mode. For TM part, we are going to find this one, again for TE mode also this one. So, let us start our derivation part from TM mode. So if you observe the TM mode, we can say that our main intention is to find Ex, Ey, Hx and Hy in terms of Ez and Hz, and that is what we have to find. So for that, let us take a rectangular waveguide. I already have discussed this one, and what we have said that the wave equation going to enter into the rectangular waveguide. So as we know that wave equation is del square Ez and del square Hz, because Z is the direction of propagation. So already we have discussed that TM mode means transfer mode. Transverse modes means the oscillation is magnetic field. So once it is an oscillation, then I can say that that field is zero and the remaining part is electric field which is exist. Now we already discussed this formula in the previous derivation. So let us continue from here. Now let us say that what is Ez? As I told that Ez will exist, so we have to find Ez here. Now let us assume that Ez is some arbitrary value like a capital X into capital Y. Assume that capital X is pure function of X, capital Y is pure function of Y. So what we have to do here is that we are going to substitute that Ez into the above equation, that is equation 1. So what I have done here is that I have substituted the Ez in the equation 1, that is substitute 2 in 1. Now what I can say that since a capital X is a function of small x, so it's a variable and remaining is a constant. It is applied to the same here also, then the remaining part is as it is. Now divide capital XY to the whole equation, so YY get cancelled, XX got cancelled, then we're going to form this equation. Again we have assumed that this is nothing but a minus b square and this is nothing but minus a square. So now from here we can get h square is equal to a square plus b square. Now next step what you have to do is that we have to solve capital X and capital Y by using variable separable method. In that what we got, the final equation is capital X and capital Y. Here our main goal is to find C1, C2, C3, C4 if possible. We have to find capital A and capital B, and that is our destination. Once you got all this value, you have to substitute in X and Y, and that can be represented as Ez. So now what I have done is that capital X and capital Y is replaced with this one. So I have replaced. Now the next step is to find C1, C2, C3 and C4, and also capital A and capital B. Now let us define this rectangular waveguide in a proper manner. Means what I mean to say that for me this is nothing but topmost layer, and for me this is nothing but bottom layer. For me this is a left layer and this is right layer. So now I can say that a rectangular waveguide has four sides. We can assume as top, bottom, left and right. Now let us go to the first boundary condition. Frankly speaking, we have to solve this all equation by using a boundary condition. So now let us assume the first boundary condition, that is bottom wall. Now if you observe the bottom wall will be exist from 0 to A, and for y-axis it should be a 0. That is a little bit common sense required. Again I repeat, for bottom condition axis starts from 0 to A and y should drop down to 0. Yes, I can write this to condition whatever I have discussed, and here at that boundary we are assuming that the electric field at the bottom, that is when it touches the surface, the answer is 0. Here the pure assumption is that the electric field when it touches to the any surface, or if I want to find the electric field in any surface of four sides, that is assumed to be as 0. Now what I have done is that I have kept my original equation as 0, that is Ez as 0. Then again I have substituted two values, that is x and y. So now if you observe here, I can substitute a y as 0 but I am unable to substitute the value of x. The reason is that x varies from 0 to a. So I have not substituted this to value, but I have substituted y as 0. As you know that cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0. So the left part is only C3 and remaining all are exist. Now the next doubt to be understand is that the product of two things becomes 0. So one of the terms should becomes, definitely it should be becomes 0 itself. So this term won't become 0 as it is a variable value. Now I can say that the last chance we have C3, so I have made the C3 as 0. So once you got C3 as 0, you substitute to your original equation saying that this value becomes 0. Now we are left part with as Ez is equal to C1, C2 and C4. So this is about the boundary condition 1. Similarly, we have to go for boundary condition number 2. In that we are assuming as left side. Now if you see the diagram, you can say that for going towards the left, then x-axis should be 0, and for the left we have to go from 0 to b. So now I can say that x value should be 0 and y value varies from 0 to b, and that is what I have written over here. The same thing that Ez is 0 at that boundary condition. Substitute 0 again, the same thing. Yes, here I can substitute x as 0. So once you substitute the 0, then I can say that cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0. So the remaining constant is C1 and C4. So now I can say that this part definitely it won't become 0 because of its variable value. Now definitely we have to substitute C1 as 0. So once the C1 got substituted as 0, the left one here is C1 is 0. Then next, once C1 is 0, then the remaining part is C4 into C2 into sin Bx and Ay. So now you can see that now Ez is got reduced to C2 C4 sin Bx into sin Ay. So what I have done is that this constant is treated as C, and what is the left part now? Ez is equal to C sin Bx into sin Ay. So we got Ez while applying two boundary condition. Now the next two boundary conditions are meant to find capital A and capital B. So boundary condition number 3, that is top layer. Please refer once. We can see that here at y should be position B and x should be 0 to A. So now what you have to do means again substitute as 0, again substitute the values. Now I can say that x is a variable and y is nothing but B. Yes, I have substituted here sin AB. So now something is making this equation as 0. Definitely sin Bx cannot be made 0 because of its variability. Now I can say that this term should becomes 0. So this part becomes 0, but 0 can be also written as sin n pi. So after equating the both equation, I can say that AB is equal to n pi, then capital A is equal to n pi by B. So now similarly, you have to use the same equation of boundary condition 2 what we got. So as we got A, similarly we can find the B. Here what you have to observe is that x tends to A, so substitute x tends to A and remaining is a variable. So now I can say that this 2 multiplication becomes 0. It cannot become 0. Definitely this will makes a 0. So BA, that is sin BA equal to 0, but instead of writing 0, I can make it as sin m pi, as I use sin n pi here. So definitely I am going to use another letter called as m, so sin n pi. So once you equate, we're going to get B also. So what we have done here is that we got the equation of Ez over two boundary conditions. Remaining two boundary conditions will make us help to find capital A and capital B. Now I can say that we got the total Ez, that is C is a C3, the C is nothing but your C3 and C4, and we got here we got A and B. So now I can say that this is my finalized equation. Again I repeat, our main demand is to find Ex comma Ey comma Hx comma Hy in terms of Ez and Hz. Since Hz is 0 here, definitely we have to find Ez. We use the boundary condition. We got that from two boundary condition we got two constant, and remaining two constant A and B we got from the last two boundary condition. So now I can say that I got Ez, but this is not the actual, I can say, signal, it's a magnitude itself. Now any signal will have magnitude times of some wave. Here the wave is, as we have already discussed, that it's a complex exponential time varying field, and we have taken this one as e power of minus gamma z. It indicates that wave propagating in z direction. Gamma is nothing but propagation constant. Minus indicates the reduced version. Yes, the simple logic is that as a wave propagates in this direction, it keeps on reduces. So for that, mathematically we can represent that reduction factor as minus. So now I can see this one, that it's a magnitude propagating in the signal form of complex exponential, and this indicates that the wave going to propagate in z direction with radius 1, and this is how we form the actual signal. So now I can say that we got Ez actual as this version. So what we have done is that we have substituted Ez here, remaining as it is. Now let us find. Now this is not our main goal. Our main goal is to find Ex, Ey, Hx and Hy. Now let us take a simple derivation part, that is I am going to explain only Ex, remaining you can solve by yourself. Here what is Ex? We already derived this one, but here Hz is how much? 0. So this term is vanished. We are going to get this one only. So here instead of writing Ez, we have to write Ez actual, because it's a combination of magnitude, signal and propagation of direction. So what I have done is that this Ez is substituted over here, or this equation should be substituted. So once it is substituted, so the simple topic to be understand here is that dou by dou x is equal to what? Ez. So now what I have done is that I have done dou by dou x Ez, that is actual. I have partially differentiated with respect to x, as you know that y except x all are constant. So I have done the partial differentiation, so I got this equation. Similarly, what you have to do? You have to go for Ey also. Again, you have to do the partial differentiation with respect to y. This is partial differentiation to x and this is y. Again, you substitute in Ey. Again, you have to find for Hx also. As we got Ez actual, you just keep on substituting in Ez and you partial differentiate. Once you partial differentiate, you are going to get Ex, Ey, Hx and Hy, and this is our main goal for finding that TM mode. So now for the conclusion part, students try to understand. This is a very simple derivation. What you have to do is that you have to write the conditions of TM mode. Yes, this is a TM mode we got from the wave equation. Then what we have done is that we are going to find Ez as a basic thing. So we are assuming that Ez is a multiplication of xy. So we got through some derivation we got x and y. So this x and y consist of constants. We got all the constant. Then with using all the boundary conditions. Then once we got the constant, then what we have to do means we have to substitute over Ez actual, which is a combination of magnitude, signal and direction of propagation. From that you have to substitute this E actual, and then what we have to do? We have to go for finding Ex, Ey, Hx and Hy. I hope you have understood. If any doubts or any queries, please try to contact to my personal mobile, or if possible you WhatsApp me. Thanks.